low moments, we should not retreat to retrogressive positions. I think we should continue still as a people to deprecate racism and to extol non-racialism. We should reject patriarchy and advance gender equality. We should continue to respect diversity. We should, as a people, continue, and even aside from race, the nations who have split apart on tribal lines. So race is not the only, fly in the ointment. We must be quite careful. And I don't think that should be confused with the need to try and find social equity. And all of us South Africans should be agreed on that. If I had anything to do with it, I would get out there and set up a Marshall Plan and ask all our best brains to come and say, what are the things we ought to do to destroy poverty together? So once the debate about privilege and black pain is a legitimate debate, but it's not the only thing and only debate. So we have to be careful not to be caught up in that morass only. The most burning thing is how to convert ourselves to become our own liberators. We can't live in past pain forever. We must record it. It must guide us. It must make us aware that we can brutalize each other as human beings. But I really, truly think we should be having the strongest, the brightest, and the most sensitive amongst us saying, how do we get full and proper and relevant access to education? How do we push out there and have communities with proper amenities and homes? How do we reconfigure? How do we destroy apartheid and colonial exclusion and disadvantage? So our energies should be directed at that, I think personally. And when people want to retain political power, you can actually hear them retreating into the lugger of racism. And we should not, we should remain principled on the point. You hear people retreating to the lugger and trying to be anti-gay. We've gone past that. We're a society in which we respect the equal worth of everybody. And the choices they make are the choices that, provided they impinge on ourselves, ought to be respected. It's like retreating into Christian education that was imposed on us by the Nets. Christelijke, whatever, onderwijs or something like that. Let's not go to those retrograde positions. Let's remain progressive. We've written our common convictions in a constitution. What we have not done is to devise plans that will let our people into equal opportunity and into a quality of life. And that is what we must do. Sandton mustn't grow alone, and no people of color have anything to do with that wonderful development. Then there's something lopsided. So I would not want to drop down to who celebrates holidays or not, who does what and so on, important as they are. I want to know whether we've done enough work, and I agonize about that, as I say in the final chapter. How do we let in the economic underclass into the larger social and economic activity in our land? That is the area where we ought to convert ourselves into our own liberators. Otherwise, we're going to be stuck in the past unduly.